challenge of forgiveness. Forgiveness can be a challenge for several reasons. Sometimes forgiveness can be confused with what someone has done to us. That's okay, why not do it again? Even people who understand the distinction between accepting someone's bad behavior as okay and accepting that it happened and one must let go of anger to move forward. Forgiveness can be difficult because these two are easily confused.
Good morning everyone. Today me and the rest of the group are going to be explaining to you about the correlation between God and forgiveness. I'm going to start today by talking about some of Jesus' teachings on forgiveness. Now, when Petrus came to Jesus asking him, how many times must I forgive my cousin? If I have forgiven him already 7 times, must it be 7 times? Jesus answered, no, you shouldn't forgive him 70 times, 7 times. Now, this shows us that God himself says that we must forgive people as many times as it takes for them to learn their mistakes. And it's even shown in the prayer, Our Father in Heaven, where Jesus says, where the prayer goes, forgive us as we have forgiven other people. This means that Jesus himself says that he wants us to forgive other people for our repentance of our sins and for them as a learning experience. And that's all.
For Friedrich Nietzsche once said that it is much more agreeable to offend and later ask for forgiveness than to be offended and grant forgiveness. I think many people today are inclined to agree with him. This is because many people still hesitate to ask or grant forgiveness when they feel like they have nothing to gain in return. And this explains a lot of human behavior. A lot of things that we do, nice things that we do, things which are moral, quote-unquote, to society. We do it not because it is moral, but because we feel that we have something to gain from it. Just admit it. Us deep inside, we have the darkest desires, and we are not necessarily the nice people that other people think we are. Whenever we help somebody, most of the times it's because we want something in return. We expect this person to be nice to us next time. We subconsciously have that idea, and this is proven by many psychologists, so don't try to deny it. So what is forgiveness? We usually define forgiveness as reducing or eliminating resentment and motivations towards revenge. So taking into account the fact that people care more about themselves due to their ego, I will prove my argument here to forgive other people, not because it is moral or it is written in the Bible, but rather through people's perspectives. How does it benefit you? You see, when we let go of hatred and resentment, we are essentially freeing our minds of distress. And it not only benefits us, but also the people who we forgive, our community, the people surrounding us. We become a more positive person and we let go out of all of these negativities. And I argue for forgiveness, not just individuality, not just you as a person, but I urge you to also spread this message towards people in your community, towards people you know, towards people who you know are suffering from resentment, from hatred, from sadness inflicted upon them. We all have experienced bad things in life, whether it be our own fault or other people's. But in the case of that, please try to forgive others, because with that you're letting go of your burden. Now you can't live happily if you keep on thinking about about the wrongdoings of other people, because you're just circulating your mind around that. But if you let go of that, you might perhaps fix your relationship with this person. Let me give you an example. If you're arguing with a person and this person does something horribly wrong to you, I know how hard it is to forgive them, because why would you forgive somebody who's done something that bad to you? But think of it not as just them, as you forgiving them, but also you freeing yourself out of this burden. Make it as if you're doing yourself a favor instead of doing them a favor. Now, the benefits that they have from you forgiving them is essentially just a result of your actual intention, which is freeing yourself. So that is my somehow egoistic argument of why you should forgive people. And moreover, I argue this not just for people, citizens, but also for nations. Nations who argue against each other, nations who have diplomatic issues against each other. I urge you nations to bring this in a diplomatic manner and learn how to forgive other countries. Thank you.
So, in conclusion, Forgiveness is a powerful thing, as it is also written in the Bible that Jesus forgives people and saves people. It's also due to the fact that there's a lot of war and other things that we don't forgive. So that is why forgiveness is powerful.